Dynasty, Florida. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Coach Elliott told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cavaliers offense will have the football first. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, this team's college football playoff hopes lie on this running back's ability to show up week in and week out. It's one thing to do it against subpar competition. We've seen that this year. But this is the real challenge now. At this point of the season, going up against one of the best run defenses in the country that's going to be honed in on stopping him. Can this guy answer the bell? Get another win. This is a team peaking. Put a couple of wins together now back-to-back. But if they win this one and this guy has a big game, that is a big statement.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Holstein. Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Eli Holstein to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their...
This offense has it with really good field position. He leaves it with the back. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Thrust that arm out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Daniels. Snags it over the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Thanks to grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He makes the grab. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
On the move, it's Lewis. Couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Catches it at the 15. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Zing, ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Caught. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The RPO, it's complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback keeps it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this fourth down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Got a little grass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their head spinning a little bit, is mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Virginia! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. After run, now throw. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Daniels. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Off the RPO, complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Quick release by the QB. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Calls his own number. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 16 team, the TCU Horned Frogs.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. He said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the 1st half. Starting the 2nd half on offense, he said, if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll try it again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Just couldn't find any running room. He'll lose a yard, and they'll turn it over on downs. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Holstein working that wide receiver screen. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to pound it in. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So this gets a bit more challenging on 3rd and goal after the untimely false start, which brings to mind, are there timely false starts? From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Powers through.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Touchdown, Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. On first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take him back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Ready. Still go. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Got the back over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. looking to throw again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs? Throwing, Holstein. Pressure coming. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Play fake, Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's free. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Cavaliers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Lewis. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it has